Hey everybody, today I'm going to be giving a review and installation tips and issues on the flex pipe you can get off Amazon, or as we call it around here, the poo-poo pipe, because my buddy bought it and the brand name was poo-poo. And this thing does go poo-poo, 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 poo while he goes on down the road. Now, one of the main issues with the flex pipe is the price. At $50, it just doesn't give you any more power than stock. He believes he gets a little bit at low end. It's debatable, but really this is equivalent to stock in most cases. I've even seen some people complain that it's a power loss. So it's not really anything you're going to get more power out of for the price, especially at $50. You may as well just gut the stock exhaust and get a little more power out of it. But he likes it because of the sporty look. It has a sporty sound. And it solved an issue of his, where his was constantly dripping oil. No matter if he turned the gas off or what, he would always have a little oil splotch under there. It does catch the oil right here, which is why you've probably seen it puffing smoke in the beginning. Now he likes it. But originally he had wanted to run it down and under, around the other way, but it just would not let it. The collar up toward the front is kind of limited. If it had had a swivel on it, you would have much better options on being able to run this thing however you wanted to. It is a flex pipe, so you can still kind of maneuver it around how you want, but he ended up putting it up high instead of down low, which he ended up liking anyway. So it worked out. Again, it's not the best pipe on the market, but there are certain circumstances in which you may want the flex pipe, such as if you're doing a chopper or a low rider build where you can't have a muffler hanging down and around. It is out of the way for him. He likes it, and that's all that matters for his bike. So it still could be a viable option in certain situations. But if you're looking for more power and you don't really care about aesthetics, then I don't recommend the flex pipe for your motorized bicycle. You should just get an expansion chamber or something equivalent. But again, it's not a bad pipe. From what I've seen, it runs close like his stock one did. But you got to take that with a grain of salt, because like I said, I've seen people complain on the motorized bike groups that it's actually ran a little worse than their stock pipes did. So all in all, not the best exhaust out there for your motorized bike. I don't recommend it, but he likes it, and you know, it's your bike. Whatever you want and however you want to make it look and build it is what really matters. So don't let me talk you out of it. If you want to try the flex exhaust for your motorized bicycle. Let's go ahead and talk about installation. Now, the first thing you're going to have to do is attach it to the engine because of the tight bend you'll have to make right here. Now, I've mainly seen people run this up high on this side or down low on the other. If you choose to run it down low, you will have to keep pedal clearance in your kickstand as well as your chain in mind. He couldn't make it work, which is why he chose the other side. But I have seen people do it here. It's just a little bit tight through everything. The next thing you'll have to keep in mind is this flex part right here does get rather hot. He had enough clearance and it's far enough away from his gas line, it's not a concern, but some carburetors may not allow for this, so you may be forced to find a different route or pull it this way a little more to give you more clearance. Something I didn't like about how he did his, when I wasn't looking, he just put a self-tapping screw right into his frame. Please don't do that. He's not too worried about it, but it's not something I would do. Something you can do, however, is use hose clamps to tightly secure this, and if you have the silver version, it'll blend in rather nicely. They do come in black as far as the expansion chamber and baffle is concerned. All in all, easy installation, but these are things to keep in mind.